welcome to a new Art Journal Friday. So for today's page, I've been asked to sort of recreate or try my best really this sort of style of painting. This is I think I posted this last week, and someone asked if I had a sort of tutorial. So I thought it's a good idea to try and recreate it. So just bear in mind, I never do things the same, and I cannot even remember how I did this, and I don't even have the same papers, the same paints I might, but not the same collage papers. So just keep in mind that this is sort of a guidance as opposed to an exact step by step on how I did it. So I've shown you what I'm trying to recreate. Hopefully we'll do it. And so let me just put my other glove on. And let me sit and show you the colors I've picked. So the first one is this marine blue from Daily Brownie, and this is an acrylic ink that we're going to be mixing with some white. I also have this reflex orange from Amsterdam, fluorescent pink from Golden. I also have cadmium yellow medium from Liquitex. And when I made those two paintings, I used this one, green gold, but I also have this one, so I'm going to try and see which one's better. Then I also have some collage papers. I have these that I got from Amazon. I actually thought it was a it was a bigger thing, so I might be using a couple of these for this page. I'm not sure yet if I can find something. Let's see these two. I also have this one. It's a handmade collage paper, the same as this one. There's a little piece of some scraps. Also this one handmade, this one, and this one with an old book page, and this one. So let's see what happens. First, I am going to pick this sort of brush I remember using when I used to make that sort of style a lot. I still do, but it's not as often. First of all, before doing anything, I like when I put tape on the edge of the paper, I like gessoing my pages. It makes it a lot simpler to peel it, and it's a cleaner peel, I would say. You don't need much. It's literally just a little bit like that. I don't know what, I think my brush was dirty. It doesn't matter because we'll be covering that. I make sure it's especially the edges are especially covered, because this is what's going to help us have a cleaner, smoother peel. And also when you gesso your page, the colors are more vibrant. Okay. Okay. Brilliant. That's that done. And the next step would be to, I've had so little that it's almost dry. So the next step would be to add literally a couple of drops or squiggles of this here, and use some white. I'm going to put some white on my brush and then just play around. Literally, that's all we do. Like that. just moving freely around the page, see what shapes we get. And that is it for that color. Again, because we are layering, we're gonna have to sort of dry it first. So I'm gonna dry it. Okay, so now that's dried, with the same sort of brush, I'm gonna grab another one. I'm gonna add the reflex orange one on some spots. And again, as I always say, when I put something on one side of the page, just to balance it, I like to do it on other spots. That said, I also like just adding colors on one side so that it's like you see, sorry, so that it's like maybe the point of interest, but in this case we're trying to do something balanced. So as you see, I'm already starting to do things that I didn't have on the other painting. These sort of marks, they were just like blocks, rectangular blocks of color, I would say. So for the next part, or the next color, I'm gonna get some, this one is fluorescent pink from Golden, and I am going to use also a bit of white. So I don't want to be, I don't really have a paper. I normally have a paper next to me, but I forgot, so I'm going to be using my old credit card to hold the paint. And I'm going to be adding just like this here and there. Different tones of pink. I don't want them all to be exactly the same sort of pink, so I'm just gonna play with that. And I want a tiny bit more pink so that I can make sort of mark here. Am I happy with that? I think so. One more here maybe. Okay, it starts drying and the paint becomes translucent, and I like a bit more like opaque marks, so I'm gonna go over them for a second time to just make them a bit more opaque as opposed to translucent. I am happy with that. So the next color will be going to be yellow, and the last one is going to be the green. So let's do yellow now. And again, I didn't clean my brush properly, that's why you can see some it's not like that yellow, it's a bit more of an orangey yellow, but yeah. Okay, this is much better. I was not really happy with what I was seeing. Okay, I do like that. So I'm gonna apply a little bit more, and that is it. Now I want to clean this brush properly for the green. And what I'm going to do, because I don't want the colors mixing, I am going to dry this and come back. While I've been painting this, I've been wanting to go back and look at the page that I'm inspiring this on, but I don't want to. I want this to be inspired, not a copy. So I have these two, and think I'm tempted to use this one as opposed to this one. This one is too light. This one is a bit more darker, a bit darker. So let me just put some of these here with a tiny touch of white. Yeah, this is a color that I'm after. So let me use it. Let me use this one. I actually love the color, so I'm really happy with it. So let me grab a little bit more just from the lid and a little bit more from the white here. And again, go over the bits that I've already painted. I am happy with this, I really am. Yeah, like it. So I think for colors, that's it. I'm going to dry these and do some collage. Okay, so I am now going to do some collage, I was gonna say, but I want to add some sort of leafy shape. And I don't wanna think much, so I'm just gonna go and do it. So I'm just doing it. Okay. I want a bit more shape, so I'm going to grab a very thin brush and just do more leafy shapes. Okay, I am sort of happy with that. Yeah, okay, let me try this again. Okay, I'm thinking maybe it would have been a better idea if I did this leafy shape with Posca markers, so we might revisit that. Now, what I am is desperate to add some collage bits. Sorry, I'm not talking much today. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm very focused on what I'm doing. So to make things very simple, again, how do you call this? Goodness, glue stick, and the paper. That's it. And maybe we can use this bit somewhere else. Here. And I want to use this bit also. Maybe I want to make it thinner so that it shows some of the layer underneath. I was just completely covering it. Like that. And then we have this bit here. We're gonna add this bit here. And you see, once you start I keep getting the question, so how do you start? It's just put paint on your paper. That's all I can say. If you saw my first layer, this with marine blue color, it was just literally layering paint down, not doing a lot with it, just doing it for the sake of doing it. And I think that's the secret. Yeah, if I have to be honest, just put the paint down, don't think, the rest will come to you. And I don't think there's a lot more that I want to do. Nope, not really. Maybe some of these beads, some of this paper here. Yeah. Where's my glue stick? Oh, here. Sorry. Goodness, I'm all menopausal, people. I forget things, I forget names, I forget what I want to say, I forget how things are called. Just a joy, isn't it? This one here. And I am now going to try and find a Posca marker that I can use to go. Okay, I have this one. It's not Posca, but it is a Molotov one. The color is very similar, so yeah, this might help. I don't like that I don't know, I really don't like how it looks with ink for some reason. Yeah, I like this better, a lot better. This is not properly stuck. Let's do that. And I think that is it. I don't want to do a lot more to it, maybe just for the sake of bringing it all together, some of this marker here and there. Not much. I want to. Okay, this is something that the piece that I showed you doesn't have, but I want to add some just black dots because I've been obsessed with black dots lately. That is the only reason. And I think that sort of brings it all together. So let me now get rid of the tape and show you the final piece and see how easy it is to peel the page when you gesso it. And that's it. Okay, well, let me show you the details and say thank you very much for being here in another Art Journal Friday, and I will see you next week.